Hello and greetings to the Bearded Man's Woodshop, episode number 26, because I don't count that little painting thing that I did on my mom's piece. All the way up in Marshall, Minnesota. And I just wanted to say that I made a top 10 lists. I made top 10 lists, 4 of them, based on a recommendation that my wife made because I just was bummed out. And she said, why don't you make, kind of having a shitty moment. And she said, why don't you make a list of your top 10 favorite bass players? Out of the blue. First time in almost 30 years. And I'm like, okay. So I made that. And then she said, do it with guitar. I said, okay. She said, do it with singers. I said, okay. So then she said, do it for drummers. I'm like, you're asking a lot. Anybody that doesn't know me a whole lot, in my past when I was a kid, and all the way up to age 30, 40, I think. I off and on, when there are long periods of my life where I just didn't do this, really enjoyed playing drums. And it gave me a release. It gave me something to escape when I was a kid, when I just needed a lot of reasons to escape stuff. It was an escape for me. It was something. So I had that list. I'm not going to show it at all because I know people could pause stuff. Cheat. So here's the guitarist. Here's the bassist. Top 10 bassists. Top 10 singers. And top 10 drummers. Screw the keyboardist. So this is in the genre of rock. So when I say my top 10 favorite singers, what I don't have down is Whitney Houston, which I think has a beautiful voice. It's in context of the same family. So this is rock, okay? It's not top 10 favorite metal bands or favorite metal singers or favorite, because I don't know if I have 10 favorite metal singers, but rock, yeah, I always grew up on rock. So what I'm going to do, instead of going through the list and telling you guys, hey, here's my top 10 favorite bass players, here's my top 10 favorite guitarists, I'm going to do things a little differently because there's more than one way to skin a cat. At least that's what I was told when I was growing up. And you can slice them thick or you can slice them real thin. I'm sorry, that's a bad joke. That's not funny. You shouldn't don't slice cats. Cats are to be loved. But I'm gonna instead of giving you 4 of them, like today's my favorite guitarist, tomorrow's my favorite bassist. Yeah, I got 4 shots at this. I'm gonna do 10, and we're going sideways. So what I'm going to give you is my top 10s. And imagine all of those guys in a band together. I think that would be more fun. And you can do this at home. You can do this. Anybody in the world can do this. It'd be fun. Maybe I have to make a short about, hey, if you're bored, you're sitting at home, you want something fun to do this. Or even go further, try to act it out. Like, I don't know. I had an imagination when I was a kid. So, guitarist, if this is, are you ready? Am I going to start boring you? I know a lot about music, so these lists are going to be good. Number 10 is Zakk Wylde, if that gives you any clue as to how strong my list is. I feel Zakk Wylde, if you don't know, is I can't think of the band he's normally in, but he's played a lot with Ozzy throughout the years. Damage Plan, or I don't know, something. So here, you got 4 guys in a room together. There's Zach Wild. On bass, you got Twiggy Ramirez from Marilyn Manson, the Marilyn Manson band. So you got Zach and Twiggy. Drummer is Dennis Elliott, a foreigner. And quite surprisingly, the rest of this is all modern rock bands, with the exception of Dennis from Foreigner. So that's how much I really appreciate him as a drummer. He's an incredible drummer live. The dude is a machine. And then the lead singer coming in at the top 10. We're going to call this band number 10. So the number 10 band is fronted by none other than Tom Kiefer of Cinderella. So let's, without me flipping the pages back, I want to think of this openly. I got Zach Wild, Twiggy Ramirez, Dennis on drums from Foreigner, and Tom Kiefer is the singer. Now, I think because Dennis is on drums, Dennis can play anything. But because he's on drums and Tom Kiefer's got that bluesy rock, I think that is going to kind of set the tone that Zach's going to have to rip out inappropriate or inappropriately wild guitar solo in the middle of a blues song or something. I don't know. I think all of these guys have the mental capacity to collaborate and bust a song out. Put it that way. Because I think at the basis of any good musician, Alexa, volume down 1. I think at the basis of any good musician is somebody that is able to play for the tune that is placed in front of you. Whether you're helping build the song or you're just building the drum, I don't mean to say just, but you're building your parts to play and appease those that are the songwriters sometimes on what do you think? Your bandmates. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I don't know if every drummer wants positive feedback or so what do you guys think? What do you think? But I think most musicians, if there is a mesh and a getting along with the guy is a cool guy or a cool cat or whatever, the cat stuff's just a hair before my time, but I get the lingo. And that's friendships can bond quickly over music, especially with musicians, because we get it. A rapper can play with a rock band. Lady Gaga can sing with Metallica. It's all one and the same. It's unison. Music is music. Music is universal. So that's about it. I wanted to show you guys something. So that's number 10 anyway. Number 10 band is fronted by Tom Kiefer of Cinderella. So with the basis of Marilyn Manson, Zach Wild on guitar, giving me all those whammies, and right in the middle of chunky riffs. Yeah, good stuff. And then Dennis Elliott, a Foreigner on drums. So let me show you guys something that I did here that I built the other day. My neighbors are hearing, construction, remodeling the whole home here. Let me show you what I remodeled. I built this thing here for Big Bertha. And this is Lil Mule. Everything has a name. Get with it. And this is just a simple rectangle. Make a rectangle out of 2x4s, glue and screw. Make a second one, glue and screw. And then I just married them together with a 9.5 inch, 3/4 inch thick board. Repeat. repeat. You got some rigidity to it. Add some connections here that connect it to the original part that also add as you got a whole rectangle here you can screw to this. This isn't going anywhere. That's why I don't normally have sticks in the shop, because they don't. I need to rubberize the portion of that so it sticks. But this is 4 foot on this side, 48 inches, and they float just about ½ inch above the ground. Isn't that super cool? Yes, it is. I'll answer it for you. That is super cool. And everything is designed to be like, if I have a big sheet, if I have a 4x8 sheet that overhangs, no problem, because all of this fits within that. The only thing I have to pull are these 4 clamps off. Everything else, I used to go hunt for these, go hunt for this, hunt for this, hunt for this. Now things that are more familiar to me or used more widely are more accessible. And it also, I'm just chatting away while I hobble my way over to here. It also kind of looks similar to the one I originally built to hold my guns. So you got, different guns. People are like, well, why do you have different guns? That's stupid. And it's like, well, no, it's not. Okay, because different size guns are applicable for different uses. Well, you're like, why do you have 3 screws? You only need 1 screw for your entire life. Really? Is that a 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch? I mean, if I had 1 screw for my entire life, general construction, 2 5/8. If I had 1 screw, I mean, there's just not 1 screw period. If you're a woodshop, you use a bunch of different things. So air guns, different ones, screws, different ones. I got a couple of these that are nice, because sometimes it's nice not switching heads out back and forth. Get it. All you gotta do is buy another one, and you got 2. One for your what? Pre-drill, correct, and then 1 for the screw. Good job. Oh, I also made this. I don't know if you can see it. I'm hoping. If I back up, it's showing up. Let me see, right about there. Does that work? Can you see it? I got these online. I'm testing them out. I don't ever give a review until I get a chance to play with stuff. So I'm playing with it. I'm pretty happy. I should probably drop a review and say, worked as expected, pleasantly surprised. But, not until I push this around a little bit more. Go over bumps and everything with it. If it breaks in the first 30 days, I'm not going to be happy. So I'm just going to say it worked for 30 days. And then I wasn't happy is probably something that I would say. So let's go back here. This is almost 14 minutes and nobody's going to listen to this. So I keep rambling on. What's up with you guys? How you doing? Let's go have a near beer. Let's go drink some near beer together and raise hell. Or raise heck. I'm sorry. Boy, they're taking all my fun away from me and this planet. No more raping and pillaging. Jeez. Thought the Crusades took care of everything. But apparently there are still people to be worked on this planet. Anyway, I'm leaving on a positive note. I'm leaving on a happy note. No more, dark, downward spirals of doom and gloom and dread, and I'm not smart enough, and I'm not good enough, and I'm not whatever, man. If you guys deal with that yourself, then you know how stupid it is for you to say that to yourself. I have mastered it, but I have not mastered the way out of it. So I'm still a work in progress. I wish you all well. I love you guys, but for now, get on to my shop. I got shit to do. Oh, and you can, I haven't posted pictures of my stuff I've been building lately because I don't feel like it, because I kind of feel like there's a disconnect between me and everybody else on this planet. But it's not because I'm any more special. Sure as fuck ain't that. Just different, I guess. Got issues? Got issues? You need some tissues. Later.